What's up, guys? This is Matthew, one of the 20 boys on the Deal Chasers YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We're going to go through a list of things that I have sold in the past that did really well. Here we go. All right. Keep in mind, the items that I'm showing you guys are not items that I personally sold. These are items I found that are similar, and I'm going to go over what I sold mine for and what they're being sold for online. Okay, we're going to start off with this vintage circa 1950s 10 and 14 karat gold Jewish charm bracelet. This has 12 tribes of Israel. Apparently this one sold for over $4,700. Now, I had this item personally. It is obviously vintage, but I had 12 of the tribes of Israel, and I listed mine. Let me look at my listing here, and I had the Zebulun sailboat ship. I had Naphtali, gazelle and deer, Simeon, Levi, sword and pitcher. Let's see if I can go in here. No, it won't let me because it's finished. I had a line of Judah and grapes of Ephraim. Mine sold for, my total was 26.8 grams weight wise. Mine had a little tarnish on it. It didn't have the bracelet part with it, but mine sold for $540 and some change. Not bad. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, where are you? There he is. All right, so I had I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, Voigtlander prominent film camera. These are vintage, super old school vintage film cameras. I sold mine for $426. Mine had the leather case, which you see right there. This is not, none of these are my listings. I'm looking at pictures that I have on my computer. There was no major damage or any, it was all minor wear and tear for such a nice device. You can see that some sold for $910, $790, $6 something, and I sold mine for $426. So I obviously didn't make as much as I could, but I had a set kind of like this, and as you can tell, not everybody sells theirs for what they want. You know, some people just get extremely lucky with all those lenses and extra parts. That's most likely why they sold theirs for so much. All right, let's go to the next. All right, so I found a set of first edition Wizard of Oz books. I had 4. They're antique. They're over 100 years old, and they are so cool. Let me see if I can find. All right, so I had, where are you? I can't find. Mine, let's be honest, the ones I had were so rare, they're hard to find. Okay, I had the Ozma of Oz right there that you see. I had, let's see, where are you? So hard to find because I don't think there were very many of these. Let's see. I can't find them. They're that rare. Anyways, I sold mine. I had a set of 4, and I sold mine for, oh, this one right here. I had that one. Damn, can't find them all. Oh well. I sold mine for $331. They were really tarnished and had a lot of wear. They had some loose spines and missing. Some of the pages were coming loose. There was some structural integrity, but to find those and spend only a little bit and to make $331 is a awesome find. All right, let's see, where are you? There we are. So I had a vintage Pioneer stereo receiver, an SX 980. So wood and chrome, they're really cool. Mine powered on and worked. Everything functioned on it. Let me look at my pictures here. It had minor dings in the corners of it, left and right, minor wear and tear from use. They're really awesome, man. If you can find these items, like, let's go back through these. So, like, if you find this, man, you grab it as soon as possible, because you would look at this and not think like this is a super cool like anything, you'd just be like, oh, that's not worth much. But look at what it sold for. Like, just by seeing these pictures, just by seeing these, you're going to keep your eye out for it now. Just by seeing these pictures, you're going to be like, you find that you just made yourself thousands of dollars. And then if you find this camera right here, I mean, look what you can get for it. I mean, I made, was it 300 something? And it was like found at a yard sale. And then if you find any of the old like first editions, if you see any of the first edition old Oz books, it's not all of them were Wizard of Oz. There were different storylines that went with these books. If you see any of these, this one, I mean, you're gonna make, let's see, you're gonna make easily $100 per book. And then if you find one of these, man, these Pioneer, these old school stereo receivers. See, the thing about these that's unique is that there's, on these receivers, a lot of channels were not blocked out because they're so old. They were run by a different system. But nowadays, it's federal law that a lot of the new stereo receivers, AM, FM radio receivers, cannot have certain components in them because they're not allowed to pick up frequencies by state mandate and governmental mandate, pick up frequencies from police, ambulance, and military signals. So these devices can then be modified and be sold for twice that. So for $1,000, you could buy one of these modified. You could sell one modified for $1,000 or $800. But anyways, if you find one of these, boom, jump on it. I sold mine for around $330 for this. And now this right here is an awesome find. Super heavy, so the shipping can be expensive, but obviously they're paying for the shipping. It's a Jack Richson printing press package. Mine had like, it's a baby press actually. It's an etching press. Mine had some fabric rolls that went with it. And let's see, I sold mine for $326. Mine was pretty much in brand new condition, if I remember rightly. Had some light marks and scratches on it of the body. All the knobs turned, nothing was sticking. It included 5 pads and 1 metal sheet. It's pretty awesome. But I only sold mine for $326. This is brand new from this factory. Let's move on to this next one. All right, so obviously nest lots are going to range from price to price. Oops. Yes. 15. I had 15 games. Let's see. Let's go down to find sold listings. Okay, I had 15 games. Damn, they have all these new, like, okay. So this was 15 games. Okay. 15 games. I sold for $302. All right. So these things, the rarer it is, the more you can get for it. So mine was twice this. I had, what games did I have? I had Donkey Kong Country, Jurassic Park, Harvest Moon, Captain America, Lion King, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tournament Fighters, Super Godzilla, Lufia Rise, 2 of the Sinistrals, Vegas Stakes, Super Caesar's Palace, Riddick, Bo Boxing, Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy 3, and Tetris 2. Obviously, some of those games are nothing. But then there's those really nice, expensive ones, and you've heard them. So I was just reading off a list that I have of what I sold. Anyways, lot these together. There's a good chance that you'll make more in a lot. What's next? Okay, this right here. All right, I actually did not look this up to see what was selling, but let's check real quick. You do a search there, then you come down here to sold listings, and then you go, oh, there it is. That's not the one that I sold, but mine was very similar, and we should get into on a picture. So can we zoom in? It won't let us. This was not, okay, there we go. This was not my sale, obviously, but I had one like this that sold for $751. It's Airflex 16 BL 16 millimeter film camera, motion picture camera, and it had a cool case, green case. Mine was a green case. I think that's a greenish case. It was like silver with like a green framing to it. Anyways, let's see what I write down. It had a Agnux zoom. It was pretty awesome. It had a bunch of filters and all that stuff for it. It had some wear and tear, but it wasn't. Oh, I didn't even test it. It was listed as untested, and it sold for the $751. Let's check this out, guys. This is hot right here. It's a vintage 1967 Guild Starfire bass guitar. Okay, has 1 view per hour, which means it's a hot item. It's got 30 people watching it. It's not even sold yet at $1,895. Okay, I had a Guild with a badass part to it, and I say badass, I mean badass as in that's the name of the part. It was a bass wood frame with a little chrome. It's a BA 1061. Mine sold for $1,600 and some change. Mine was a raw wood look, so it didn't have any color on it like this one does in this picture. It had some dings and some wear and some rubbing on the back from where they played the bass. Let's see, what did I put down? Nickel size wear, buff mark, head has a chip left side, face left upper scratch, bottom edge somewhere, but buff marks. And keep in mind, I'm not reading from what you're seeing right now. I'm actually reading from a paper that I had. Anyways, you see this guitar right here? You jump and you pay. Look at that. Look at that. See, mine actually had the similar markings as you see. Right there. I had similar wear on mine. Okay, let's move to the next. Taking too much time. Alright, so I had a vintage Schumacher fur coat light brown that had like some really cool light lines in it. Can't find it. It was long, head to toe. Sold for $720 and some change. Let's see what I have here. Its fur has dark and light lines of fur color running from top to bottom. They're made in Portland, Oregon. It was 52 inches long. Pretty big. And I couldn't find anything like it. I was trying. There, it was similar to this one right here. See how like it has the little tiger stripes? Or similar to this. No. God, similar to that one. Anyhow, this one was incredible and it sold for so much. I got lucky on that. It's kind of like this one, real long, but it had like a light brown and like a light gold to it. But anyways, fur coats are kind of hot, man. If you can find the right one, you know, you look at it. If it's real fur, it's not faux fur. If it's mink, I mean, these are important factors. You can get one for a lot, especially if they're vintage. Okay, one of the last ones. I had a KitchenAid Professional HD mixer. This is brand new. Mine sold for $200. Brand new. These are new in box. Mine sold for $200. So didn't even have the box. Anyways, these are, especially if they say professional on the side here, it'll say professional. You'll see it right there. I'll even pull it up so you can see it. See if I have some good pictures. Obviously, these are not mine, but you see Professional HD. Anyhow, these, even if they're in beat up condition and they have a lot of wear and use, these things sell for $200 easily, all day, every day. Shipping is expensive, I know. All right, guys, this is it. Steampunk right here. I had a steampunk lot of kind of like Victorian jewelry with watches. It was 6 pounds. Similar to this one right here. These two right here. Mine sold for over $200. Oops. Let's go here and see how they have a lot of this is crap jewelry, trust me. There's a lot of vintage crap jewelry. but it is all very cool looking. In fact, their pictures suck. Here you go. See how these up close pictures? Just real pretty. We had a lot of these, a lot of those. That's really important to have a lot of different things. This is all crap, I'm telling you. It's worth nothing. There's probably not even any gold in it. Anyways, I had 6 pounds of it, and I also included like old wooden spools and a bunch of other stuff, like tons of watches, and I made sure to list all the names of the watches and whether they were jeweled or not, and we had a lot of like necklaces and old like Victorian silhouettes. Let's see, I think that's it. Look, yeah, that's it. Anyways, I mean, I think the total of all that I sold was, let me just do the math. 2, 4, 11, 28, 34, 37, 43, 46, 50, 54. All right, so it was around $6,000 for all the stuff that I sold that I showed you, similar to these. Pretty awesome. So there you go, guys. Keep an eye out for these things. Pause this video, write it down, take notes. This stuff is what you want to look for. These are important items. Very important. Very important. Very important. Very important. Look to do these things. You'll make a lot of money doing these things. Trust me. You learn to niche out in these areas and you will be a rich man. All right. Have a great day. We'll catch you soon. Bye. Oh, of course, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for all your support. You're awesome. Consider fan funding us if you would like. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.